I'm Wolf from Healing Wolf Coaching, here to fly with you across the beautiful canyon of recovery. Let's breathe in the great Grand Canyon of America, and then exhale the depths of the Pacific Ocean. Please take a moment to ring the bell, thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. That helps me on my mission to help as many people as possible to walk through hell. I learned on my own recovery journey from chronic pain and arrhythmia and panic attacks and anxiety and insomnia and gastritis and all sorts of stuff that the best way out of hell is through hell. Today, I want to talk about evidence that what's happening if you've had sensations of anxiety or chronic pain or panic or any of this stuff. What's happening is just protection being created by unconscious mind. Others call it neuroplastic sensations, because they're created from brain patterns, not a structural issue in your body like a broken bone, which I've had too, not a disease process. There are other conditions that create symptoms, and there are conditions that create sensations. And it's a huge difference. In your mind, we've been conditioned since we were kids to think about when we have a disease, we have symptoms. We have a symptom. We have a runny nose. It's a symptom of a bacterial infection, rhinitis, allergies. We have a viral infection. We have a sinus infection. We have symptoms, right? But if your nose is running because it's cool outside, it's just unconscious mind wanting to make sure that you survive, that your nose doesn't freeze up. So it's creating this drainage. It's just a sensation created to help you. Sometimes people will have a runny nose when they get stressed out, when they're moving too fast, their thoughts are moving too fast, they get a runny nose. That is a sensation. It's not a symptom of a deeper disease. So I want to make this distinction really clear. There's another coach in the neuroplastic pain world who made this distinction as well, about using language of sensation. And I noticed that there are others who will call them symptoms. So it might seem subtle until you realize that we've been programmed our whole life to think of a symptom as part of a disease, as part of something that could be more hazardous to our health or lead to a death process, okay? So a symptom is really different from a sensation. A sensation is just a sensation. It can come from all sorts of reasons, but when it's a chronic sensation, it's most often unconscious mind reading data in a less than helpful way. And in my work with clients, I help adjust their unconscious minds so that that data can be read as safe, as fine. And then those protective sensations, or PS as I call them, can fade out. So when you're using language, just know that unconscious mind listens to language. It has language patterning. From the time before you even had language, it was picking up on cues and language was flowing in. It was learning about certain words being said with a certain energy, a certain emotional energy. So, for example, profanity. That's usually language that's reserved for anger, frustration, sometimes sadness. That kind of language cues unconscious mind of threat, right? Any language related to disease process, or violence or anything that we don't want to have around, that we resist. Hate is a word. If you say, I hate my sensations, or I hate my symptoms, even worse, then unconscious mind thinks there's a big problem here. So as you use language, let's keep our language gentle. Let's keep our language moving in the direction of comfort. Even if we're uncomfortable, we say we're uncomfortable, comfortable. Get it? So some people have different language that they use for their sensations. And I believe that the Curable app uses something like bananas, like you call your pain sensation bananas. For a while, I called mine Little Hedgehog because it's so cute. Cute little hedgehog, kind of spiky, like sensations could be. So attune your language to really be supportive of your recovery journey. Every time you use words, you have an opportunity to shape your recovery, to shape your unconscious mind's perception of, are you in danger or are you in safety? So if you use a gentle language, oh, I'm just experiencing emotion. Or, I'm depressed. Which one do you think is more of a threat to unconscious mind? I'm experiencing sadness. It's very Irish. Irish say, oh, sadness is over me. Sadness is passing over me. Sadness is visiting me. Along those lines. So use the word sensations and not symptoms. Because if you got checked out by the doctor and you don't have cancer and you don't have a broken bone and you don't have, using these mindsets and language with any condition can be really beneficial. And we saw that with the recent Guardian article, which I read in its entirety. And I have another video that has a little summary of some of the points in it. We know that any process where we are moving through uncomfortable sensations or symptoms can be improved by our expectations, by our mindset, by the way that we calm and soothe our nervous system. So sensations, folks, not symptoms, sensations. If you need help working with your language, working with your unconscious mind, moving forward, lowering your fear so that fuel for sensations will rapidly empty from the tank and you won't have the ability to fire up that engine of pain or anxiety or panic, you just won't have the fuel, it won't happen. Then reach out to me at healingwolfcoaching.com for a free consult. We'll get together and you'll tell me what's been going on with you. I'll tell you how I see a path forward for us, the best path forward to move things in the direction that you want. And then I send you a follow-up email. You can decide if it makes sense for us to work together to move you forward. I've been getting some really helpful feedback from clients for a long time now about the way the work that we've done has reduced that fuel of fear. The fear drops away and then the sensations fade. That's the way it works. The mindset shifts and then the sensations shift. It's not the other way around. You can't force the sensations to disappear. You've got to take away their fuel first. So that's what we'll do. Thanks for watching. I love you. I know you're going to get through this. Keep on moving forward.